Welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's video because today we are tapping into your next encounter in love. Who are you going to meet next and when? So before we get started, my Etsy shop is linked in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile with my pick of cards. And we're going to jump in. We got group 1 with the rose quartz crystal point. It's a little pale, but it's definitely rose quartz. We got group 2 with the clear quartz crystal point. You can see how this one's more like white. We got group 3 with the citrine crystal point. And we have group 4 with the amethyst crystal point. So like I said, take all the time you need. Pause the video if you need more time with the piles. But this is all about who you're going to meet next in love and when. All right, if you chose group 1 with the rose quartz crystal points, this is your reading. Who are you going to meet next in love and when? I'm excited. This is going to be a good one. So let's jump right in for you guys. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the rose quartz. Who are they meeting next in love? What is happening next in love for group 1? Ooh, so this is an instant connection. We got the flirt card, which I was getting a lot of heavy flirtation energy. Like, you guys, the banter is on 100. You just get each other. They don't think that you're like, they get your jokes, you know? They don't think that, you know, you're weird or anything like that. Like, and mutually, like, this person could be a total quirkster, you know? And you're into it, though. So we got the wedding card. It's like we're flirting with each other. And then all of a sudden, it's like we both have this revelation. This is my person. That's exactly how it feels. Like, you guys kind of fall in love rather quickly. And you're very much so into each other rather quickly. We got new love, so that gives us a sneak peek into who this is. I got cards specifically to determine who this person is, but that gives us a little bit of a sneak peek. Like, this is someone you likely don't know yet, and if you do know them, you're probably in the very early flirtation stages. You guys, come on, we got a lot of positive cards coming out for you. We even got the very soon card, so we got a little hint at how long this is going to take, and I got cards of time here as well to see what we get on timing. So it's looking like this person is coming through very soon, and it's likely going to be someone new. Like I said, if you know them, you guys are in the flirtation stage, or you haven't even really gotten started yet. You're just kind of like in each other's space. So we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So Spirit is kind of saying, like, set your intention. This is a great time to set your intention because there's some serendipity about to occur. Like, this is giving me vibes that Spirit is like, listen, you've been asking, you've been waiting, you've been doing work. I feel like you guys have been out of the doing the work phase for a while here, though. I mean, doing the work never truly ends. There's always something more that we can do, always something that Spirit will call us to do. But with you guys, I just feel like you're out of that and you've been just kind of living life. That's how the energy feels for you. It doesn't feel super low vibrational. It doesn't feel like you've been super conflicted about something. It feels like you guys have been good for the most part. So we have flirt and wedding. Extend your lighthearted energy to others is what it says at the bottom of flirt. So Spirit is saying, allow yourself to be in a flirty energy. Allow yourself to be playful. Try not to look at love too seriously. Not so, you know, something bad doesn't happen, but just so you can allow yourself to ease into this connection. This keeps reminding me of this relationship that I had. I had a 3-year relationship that started in the workplace personally. And I had been working there for at least, I want to say 4 months before we started to talk to each other romantically. First, I was in training for a month, so I didn't meet them. And then I got on my team and I worked with them for a good 3 months before I even really noticed them, to be honest. Before they, like, I think they noticed me because I've always had a very, like, in your face kind of style, or at least at that time I did. But we never talked like that. It was just like, okay, they noticed me, but it wasn't like, oh, they had been crushing on me for months. Like it was literally, we both had this instant connection once we gave each other attention. And that's what this reminds me of. So it's like, some of you guys are like, what? I work from home, or, you know, I don't have anyone in my, on my team that I'm trying to date, anyone. I can't think of who this person is. And that's why Spirit is telling you to allow your flirtatious energy to kind of like reign supreme, because if you do, when the flirtation does start, when the perfect conditions are here, once the connection kicks off, it'll be able to just kind of kick off, you know. It won't be like, oh, you've been trying to suss this person out. Spirit is saying don't try to find them, actually, is what I just heard. Don't try to find them. Yeah, this is a love connection that you deserve, and this is something that's happening naturally for you. We got the love card. It says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So you guys are in such a good energy for this to pop off. Now we got the snake that came out. It says competition. That's honestly telling me everything I need to know. It says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. This person may be a very conventionally attractive person. There may be other people that like this person. And if you try to find them, naturally you're going to look at the situation they're in. Okay, are they wrapped up in something else? Da, 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 da. Instead of allowing those details to be worked out for you so it's not your problem, you know, if you try to find this person or figure out who it is, you're going to then start to go into action mode versus receiving mode. And you're just going to kind of like potentially get wrapped up in some sort of competition. This person is naturally going to like you. This person, you're naturally going to gravitate towards, and vice versa. So I feel like that's why it's important for you to just honestly focus on yourself, be in your flirty energy, do, you know, what you want to do, and just kind of just do your thing and just be in your own energy. Allow them to come to you. I feel like that's why it's important, because otherwise you may start to enter yourself into a competition that you never had to. It's like you already won the medal, but you're entering yourself into a competition with someone trying to win what you already have. So we have kisses and twin flames. Kisses says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. What I could say for you guys, group one, is you definitely have a serious love offer coming your way. It's going to be a long-term relationship. We got twin flames. Yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, and complementing each other is what it says on there. I feel like there's such a negative notion on the twin flame concept. Do I personally believe that there is another part to my soul? No, but that doesn't mean that twin flames doesn't exist. I just don't agree with what's like popularly put out there as far as what a twin flame is. So I want you guys to try to look at this in the most like unbiased kind of way, because there's so much attachment to you know, like twin flames, like that title, soulmate even. There's a lot of attachment to what that looks like. And being open to receive is very important for you guys, and also having fun. And I feel like you guys, you may be like an organization freak, you may be an efficiency freak, you may be all about structure. I know I am when it comes to efficiency. I freaking love efficiency. I really do. The best way to do something the most efficiently, I'm into it. The most efficient gadgets, I'm into it. If something can shave off 5 minutes like a doodad, I'm into it. And you guys may be the same way. And I feel like that's why Spirit is telling you to be in your flirtatious, open-hearted energy, because otherwise you're gonna feel called to control this situation. We got fire and Sagittarius that came out to describe this person. So one thing coming out right away is this person has enough masculine energy, enough pursuant energy for the both of you. They know what they're doing. They got this. They got this. Oh my God. I'm seeing someone say that to you as well. Once you're in a relationship, I'm seeing them say, I got this, I got this. And it's like your fists are clenched. You're like, no, must do this now, must get out, meet, so we can have dinner. And they're like, I got this. I said I'm going to cook. And you're like, I don't see it. I don't see, you don't have anything taken out. It doesn't look like you have a plan. And they're like, give me the meat so I can put it back in the freezer. I said I'm going to cook dinner. I got this. And you're like, I'm getting that image with someone. Obviously, that's a very specific vision, but it definitely implies to this entire group, it just in different ways. Like, you guys like are very much so about the preparation. I feel like you like to do things the right way, which has actually been your strong suit in relationships. Sure, you haven't serial dated like some other people, but listen, if you are one of those people where you have a lot of friends and you get the tea, unless you want all that BS on your plate, you're doing the right thing, you know? It's not, all attention is not good attention. So fire is pure masculine energy. Fire in terms of the signs could be Leo, Sag, or Aries. But we also got Libra that just came out for you guys. So this person is romantic. This person, Libra is represented by the balancing the scales. That's also something I find with Libras is a healthy Libra will have a strong sense of the masculine and feminine energy. Something about Libra is they accept when they need to allow their shadow to live. So they don't guilt trip themselves when they go to the club or when they drink or when they do something that would be low vibrational, just because they have fully accepted themselves. So if a Libra stepping into their true power doesn't demonize people that have vices. They understand that that's the other side of the scale. You know, you can't be all love, because guess what? The scale will still be unbalanced, you know? So let's see what else we get. Spirit, what can you tell me for group one? Yeah, the road to get here has likely been tough, but again, I don't feel like you guys are getting out of this super tough, harsh healing energy. I feel like you guys are pretty good for the most part. Like, even though I feel like you have done some healing, I feel like you're already pretty much in this flirty energy. And if anything, you kind of go in and out of caring. And that's just natural. That's the natural, like, cadence of things. Like, whenever you commit to something, it's always like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Like, you're still making progress no matter what, but typically there's this big leap or commitment to being single or to whatever it is, stop smoking cigarettes, like whatever your thing is. Typically there's like, okay, this cold turkey, or I'm gonna go down to a half a pack a day instead of a full pack a day, just as an example. And then some days you're like, dang, I had a pack and a half today. Like, I had 15 instead of my usual 20, but still it's more than what I set my goal to. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So this world card energy just lets me know you guys are still in the process of embracing your shadow or embracing your higher self, whatever journey you've been on. You know, if you've been on a journey of you self-sabotage, had the time of your life, but you self-sabotage, this reminds me of like, I just looked at my Pandora, and I found all my old songs that I used to listen to. And I used to be a rave girl. I used to be so into raving. Like, that was my life, and it was some of the best times of my life, even though there were also some of the worst times of my life, or the most irresponsible time of my life that had really real consequences. You know, and that's how I feel with you guys. Like, even if you're getting out of a path of your shadow, you still don't hate that version of yourself. You're still like, you still look back on that version of yourself like, I miss the rage. Like, it was so lit. So anyways, I feel like you guys have been on a path of full acceptance. If anything, you teeter, but that's okay. You know, and this is the beauty. Regardless of where you've been, who you've been, that doesn't mean you don't deserve wish fulfillment. That doesn't mean the universe won't still bless you. So I just love this energy. I see how far you've come. I can see it reflected in the cards. I can see you've been on. It's very much so giving journey. Very much so giving journey, because it's not like, oh, there's one big thing that happened to me that changed my life. It's like, I've been on a whole journey of twists and turns and winding and learning different lessons and becoming myself and then accepting myself. So, if anything, I feel like this is more of a journey, you know, settling down, but Spirit is saying not in a traditional kind of way. I feel like settling down with your person is still going to be adventurous. You're going to be exploring different aspects of romance, different aspects of relationships. So that's one. I feel like your journey has really been a lot about you, to be honest, because I'm getting more like, I was getting a little bit of the control thing, but I feel like that applies everywhere. I feel like that's just your personality. That's just how you are. It's not like you've been in a bunch of relationships always trying to control your partner. And some of you have, but the energy that I get from your spread is, it's pretty much been about you up until now. So the lessons you learn will be romantic based, but I see a lot of travel and I see a lot of discovering here. I see you guys going out together, going to museums, going to different parts of the world, seeing different artifacts, seeing different like monuments, and also starting your own. Something coming through right now is your own version of family as well. This person, you're going to create your own version of like family and home. What home looks like for you will be tailored to you. And you're like, man, I've looked up to different people and relationship coaches or different relationships in my life, but I'm not those people. So that's not going to completely work for me. So what I love is that you guys are creating your own sense of home, your own sense of security, your own sense of life. Sorry, the camera cut off a little bit, but I like how I'm seeing you guys creating your own sense of home, life, your own sense of like, this is what partnership is for us. And it's very much so like, this is what works for us type of energy. So I really love to see that. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like it's been a long time coming. Also, I feel like there have been little things put in your path to help you like with what you're gonna have to experience moving forward. It's giving a heavy yin and yang energy with that twin flame, you know, and that's what your whole journey has been about. It's been about the darkness, it's been about the light, and now you're combining that. So being in a relationship for you, of course, you know, you would want it to be smooth, but it's not always going to be smooth. But I feel like you have the tools to deal with whatever may be like the point where you guys bump heads like as a couple. Whenever you're taking this person with their own aura and this person with their own aura and you're blending these two worlds together, there's gonna be a fight, you know. It's a collide of aura. So as you get closer and closer to each other, typically, you know, things are really nice and things are really smooth and you're not really looking at the low vibrational energy, or your energy isn't starting to kind of like fight back from the blending of both of the worlds, because it's very enjoyable. But then as like the rose-colored glasses kind of wears off and you're just in the relationship, that's when stuff really hits the fan. I feel like in the last few months you've had different situations, micro situations that will prepare you for like to co-create with another person. So this could be conflict with your parents, this could be conflict with your friends, conflict at work, whatever conflict you've had recently, just know that's been preparation. So this is a very exciting energy, because it's almost like anything that happens at this time, you just know is confirmation that you're that much closer to your next relationship. So you can kind of feel that elephant in the room. You can feel that energy, that excitement, and it's like, it's really exciting. So we got the Page of Swords in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. I feel like that's an energy of creating. Spirit is saying this is true creation, creating with the positive and the negative. And I see you building a solid foundation with this person. Both of you guys have been on your own journeys. So there's definitely a little bit of like a little bit of a point of tension when it comes to creating what you want moving forward, because you're two different people with two different experiences and backgrounds and downloads and lessons that you've learned that have brought you where you are today, that have brought you to your idea of what perfect will look like for you. So I'm seeing a little tension there, but I do see like the willingness of this person to be there for you, to understand you and to build with you. I do see the loyalty. They're not giving up on you. So I love that. Like I said, with that Libra energy coming through and that fire sign energy, it's like your fists are tightly clenched. You're like, must prepare for future. And they're like, but I'm here too now. So let me take the reins. I love that they're like very understanding and patient with you. King of Swords in reverse and the Five of Pentacles, they're like, listen, I'm in this with you too. I'm not completely comfortable either, but I'm not going to give up. King of Swords in reverse, I also don't want to just try to dominate you or force you into anything, for one, because they probably know it wouldn't work. but they also don't want to. They've learned not to through their own experiences. So this is a relationship of firsts, I'm feeling. Spirit, tell me when this is happening. We got wait a bit longer. Oh my freaking goodness. I love when this happens. We have very soon. That came out. I'm not going to pull any more. I know some of you guys are salivating like, no, tell me the exact date. But when Spirit gives you an answer, you don't want to keep pushing, because that's when that BS comes through. Wait a little bit longer and very soon. We literally got the very soon card from the first deck that we used, and we got it from a whole separate deck. If you look how thick this deck is, this deck, pretty sure it has over 100 cards in it. At least over 70, I do know. But we got wait a bit longer and very soon. So 2 cards telling us the wait isn't going to be very long. So I'm going to tap into some advice instead of trying to push and push and push and see exactly when. Because that's when Spirit starts making an example out of you. But just know it's going to come through very soon. And also, depending on when you're watching this, will also determine when this comes through. I don't want to like get off track and have someone think, oh, because they're watching this in November and it says you're supposed to meet your person in October. Oh my God, I gotta wait another year. Like, no, let's not do too much. So these are the advice cards we got. It says prioritize your self-healing right now, which I see that you guys have already been doing. So you're on track. If you're already healing and prioritizing yourself, you're in alignment. And that's just confirmation. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on yourself. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. And remember, open wounds do not heal scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. And also, you're already in alignment. So literally, all you can do and should do is focus on yourself, because we can already see you love efficiency or you love to plan. And that can kind of get in the way of serendipity, you know? We have, when you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or any worries or regrets. Commit to being here now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. And like I said, I felt like your journey, it could be a journey of, you know, love and light and positivity, and then you got burned. Or it could be a journey of maybe you were the douche, you were the bad person, and the person who made other people's lives inconvenient. Forgive yourself from that. It's a learning lesson, you know, it brought you here. If you don't have any contrast, you can't truly be a good person. You're just someone who's been programmed. If you haven't been the bad person at least once, if you haven't been through that valley, if you haven't been through anything, you can't stand up as any better. You're only following the example of someone before you. So with you guys, forgive yourself. You learned your lessons. You've been through some life, broke some hearts, hurt some feelings, whatever. Forgive yourself. Come on. Let's move forward. And then we have what is meant for you won't pass by you. You'll never have to force something that's truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection and the divine timing. Allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. Which is exactly the energy why I didn't want to push and get too specific, because whenever you try to push and force, that's when you start getting off track. That's when you overshoot it. So you get information that's no longer accurate. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have that discipline yourself. And with you guys, I feel like, you know, you're so used to making things happen that this whole process in itself is a lesson. Allowing something to happen is like really new for some of you. And then the last card we have, this new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things, a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you've had until now. No matter what or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective, or just a different perspective, because higher can kind of be confused with more positive. Sometimes you got to look at the shit so that you can just laugh at it, accept it all, and move forward in balance. I get a lot of yin and yang energy with you for whatever reason. And yeah, that's what I have for you. That is, you know, what's going on next for you in love and when. My Etsy is linked below. If you want a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you guys, Group 1. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you pick Group 2 with the clear quartz crystal point, this is your reading. We're using the Steampunk Tarot for you guys today, tapping into who will you meet next in love and when. So let's see for you guys. Spirit, this is for Group 2. Clear quartz. Who will they meet next in love? Tell me about their next connection. Who are they meeting next in love? Okay, so I'm first of all getting a very overwhelming feeling. It's just a feeling of a lot of energy, a very intense connection. And I gotta be honest, I feel like it's gonna scare you a little bit at how intense it is. Like, this person, I'm talking literally finish your thoughts, and like just freaky, crazy experiences. Like, I'm talking like, it's not even finish your thoughts in a way where it's like, oh, it makes sense, that's what you were gonna say next. It's like you guys literally have a psychic connection, and it's a bit scary. Yeah, and we have the release your ex card, which makes so much sense because I feel like this person is very patient with you. They're chaperoning you through love, chaperoning you through the scary parts. They're holding your hand through like your insecurities or your doubts, your fears. And I do see you associating this person with your either your last relationship or just a really intense relationship that didn't go anywhere, because it's like the last time I felt this way, this is what happened. So there is some triggering happening here, and Spirit is literally saying, you know, release your ex, you know, allow yourself to forgive and heal. Forgiving and learning says, as you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in the present moments. Release your ex says the time has come to clear your energy. So maybe you've forgiven your ex, maybe you've moved past your ex, you've accepted that the relationship is over, you've moved on, but have you released your fear-based inclinations due to that relationship? Meaning, when you meet someone that you like, do you immediately go into this isn't gonna go anywhere mode? Do you immediately go into they're gonna like, do you have unnecessary or unrealistic requirements for new lovers? Because that's also a sign that you're not ready, just because you don't have the vulnerability or the time to invest in a relationship. The truth is, you can always get hurt in a relationship. And there's people that will make you feel safe, and there's people that will not make you feel safe. What you have working with you is the fact that this person will make you feel safe, but also Spirit is saying like, this is the time more than ever to really put some effort into cleansing your energy. I feel like cleansing your home. I would wash the walls with mint essential oil and water, or Florida water if you have some. Dilute that into some regular water. Whatever you have for cleansing, like, you know, I would really mix. And if you have a diffuser, you probably have like some lemon. Lemon is good for, you know, cut and clearing. Mint is good for banishing. You probably just look it up, you know, frankincense. You probably look up, you know, the oils you have and see what their spiritual properties are, because you probably have something that's good for smudging if you have a diffuser. But yeah, this is the best time to do this because there is someone coming in, and they're coming in hot, you guys, and it's going to be a very intense, spicy, I specifically heard spicy, a very intense, spicy connection, but only one that doesn't fade away. Like, yeah, maybe you jump into it a little quickly because this is a past life relationship, so both of you are going to be feeling that tension and wanting to exercise it, like, wanting to be around each other, wanting to be intimate with each other. There's such like a heavy attraction here, a carnal attraction here, but this is someone who will stick with you throughout. Like, they want to be with you. It's not even like, oh, you're the person I want to be with because you have these XYZ qualities. It's like, I can tell that you're a past life connection, so I'm hanging on to this. It's more spiritual versus like, oh, you're the perfect person on paper for me. It's very like energetic, it's very intuitive. So playfulness says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Past life relationship says you have known each other before. So definitely a strong intensity, and Spirit wants you to play. Spirit wants you to have fun and just kind of date. I see you dating this person. Like, Spirit wants you to allow yourself to do that. We have keep an open mind and unrequited love. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. For some of you, especially since release your ex came through, you may be still sleeping with your ex or dealing with your ex in the meantime. Like, you can always depend on them to have someone to hang out with. So you may actually have to release someone physically, especially since this is coming up again and again and again. That lets me know Spirit's saying you haven't said everything that I want you to say in relation to this topic. So I do feel like unrequited love is like you letting go of someone. I feel like this relationship, it's just like a bittersweet time in a way, because you finally get to release your ex, which you've been wanting to do, but you're also being faced with, they didn't really want me. You're having to fully admit that, like, I was trying and trying and trying with them and they wouldn't love me. So it is going to take some forgiving and learning, or maybe not even that. It's just like, it's just more like they weren't a match for you. You know, I don't feel like we have to demonize people every time we break up with them or every time it doesn't work out. I feel like we should be able to admit, like, we're just different or just not a match, and that's it. I don't have to say you're good, you're bad. You know, the sun in reverse, it didn't work out, but the sun in reverse means clouds and gloom and a rainy day. You know, there is some sadness there, uncomfortability there. So I see you getting into a new relationship right as you're releasing an old one. 8 of Swords, you felt very trapped in this relationship. This person may have been karmic as well with the Death card in reverse. Also, Spirit is saying this could be a string of partners. You've dated low vibrational person, low vibrational person, low vibrational person, or the same kind of person. It seems like the same energy manifested in like everyone you tried to deal with, and it was just absolutely miserable. I do see you finally moving past that. We got the 10 of Pentacles, and that is an energy of you kind of getting your happily ever after, you know, your long-term stability. So I feel like some extra, well, and that's the thing, you know, I do see this connection starting very passionately, and that's what's triggering your insecurity or your scared energy, because you know that you should build a solid foundation with anyone. I feel like you've been really pushing people away that aren't wanting to go slow and build a solid foundation, because you've learned through your past relationships that you need to. So 8 of Swords, you've been feeling really on edge, and then 10 of Pentacles, this really does seem too good to be true. It really does. It feels too good to be true, especially like you feel such a connection with them, but also you're like, I want to do the work. I want to go slow. I want you to commit to me. I want you to invest in me, and vice versa. I want to take time making sure I want to invest in you so we can have something long lasting. But at the same time, I thought one of these cards flipped over. You know, this person, there's so much fulfillment here. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. 3 major arcana. We got the Devil sitting on top of the Lovers, sitting on top of the freaking Magician. You guys have learned a lot of lessons through love. A lot of your life lessons have been learned through relationships. That's number 1. Number 2 is this connection is divinely guided. Number 3 is so scary with that Devil card. And number 4, we got the Magician. Like, everything that you've experienced, everything, this relationship is a manifestation of all your past relationships, in terms of the lessons that you learned have led you here to be able to deal with this. So I feel like you can recognize when someone is supposed to be important to your story. Like, you've learned like how your body reacts to someone who's important, but also you've learned about the foundational work. So honestly, I say take it at your own pace and have a little bit of fun. I don't want to push you too far out of your comfort zone, because I'm clearly seeing in the cards that there is great reason why you are this way and why you're wanting to take your time. It's not just like you're afraid. It's not necessarily that you're just looking for someone who's absolutely perfect. It's kind of a combination of everything. So I say just take your time, but I get there's gonna need to be a balance of fun and play here. 9 of Pentacles, you've done the work, dude. You've done the work to recognize when someone is coming in to waste your time. You've done the work to recognize when someone is trying to rush you, when they have crappy intentions. So you know how to get yourself out of a situation if it turns out not to be the one. So now that you know that you have the tools to get yourself out of something, you're gonna have to make that time investment. You're gonna have to make the time investment. And like I said, you know, I know it's very scary. Yeah, see, we got Aquarius that came out, the water bearer. So Aquarians are actually very much so. See, the thing about Aquarius is because they're the water bearer, they've learned how to manage that water energy, that intuitive energy, that emotion. They've recognized it, they understand it. So they come across cold because they don't really, they don't leave too much room for explanation because they kind of already know. They are the water bearer. They understand that water energy. So when something happens, they get it. And that's how you guys are showing up, you know, with this Aquarius. That's an energy of you having all the tools to have an amazing relationship, to be a great partner. And Spirit is saying that relationship is here. Spirit, can you tell me about their person though? Describe to me specifically the person coming through, please. We got the Sun, which is funny because when the Sun came out in the tarot for you, it came out in reverse. So this is like, you know, that was maybe a false twin, false soulmate, false life partner, and now you're getting the one, like the real one. The real, the real Slim Shady please stand up, okay? He's standing up. We got a lot of fire energy. We got fire, we got Leo and the Sun. A lot of masculine energy. The thing about Leo is like the heart bearer. You know what I'm saying? Like Leo is actually very vulnerable and will do anything to protect the ones that they love. But they do kind of wear a bit of a mask or a harder shell outside of them as well. So I feel like this person may look aesthetically scary. They may have like a RBF, or this reminds me of this guy I used to work with. He was a part of this motorcycle club, but he worked with me at this call center years ago. And he was such a big guy, big and tall, and then like always wearing black and leather and just the resting bee face. Like he looked so serious all the time, but was like actually a really good guy and a really nice guy. And you know, it just reminds me of that. Like you're the water bearer, so you may come off as a bit cold or a bit like higher than thou in terms of your emotional intelligence, and it's because of what you've been through. And this person may look like someone who can, you know, chew you up and spit you out. They look very attractive. It's giving vampire energy, but it's actually reminding me of someone else. It's reminding me of Paimon, P-A-I-M-O-N, I think is how you spell it. It's a daemon. And specifically, this daemon is very attractive and looks a little feminine, but it's a daemon. So anyways, I don't know why I got reminded of that, but it's giving an energy of someone who looks like danger. They look like they could hurt you, but they won't actually hurt you. We got Earth and Venus, so this person has a very strong Earth connection, and we have Venus, so they value relationships, they value romance, they know how to romance someone, I will say that. And that's what makes you uncomfortable, but honestly, you're just gonna have to work through it. You're gonna be all right. You'll be all right. We got Jupiter at the bottom of the deck because, like, you can't prepare for everything. Some things you just have to experience. And like I said, Spirit put so much focus on you have the tools. So, yeah, like you have the tools because, you know, I feel like that will be a source of tension. Like you're so hot, you're so attractive, you get a lot of attention. So naturally, you're looking at this person who's so hot, attractive, gets a lot of attention, someone who you have a very strong connection with, and it makes you feel uncomfortable. But some of that you're just gonna have to work through as it comes. Spirit, can you give me a time on this? When can group 2 expect this connection? We got number 11 that came through. You may be seeing a lot of 1111. You may be born on the 11th month, in the 11th month in November, or on the 11th of the month, and vice versa. We got October, number 10 that just came out, and we got another one that flipped over. We have Aries season. You may be in Aries. Spirit, let me get one more. Change your attitude. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. We got the second too, the second of the month. That could be February, the second of the month. But I find it interesting that we got 2 different months that are totally spread apart. And then we got change your attitude that came out. Because if you're someone who's still in the midst of this healing, you're still dealing with an ex, honestly, your energy may be what's repelling love from coming through. Like, If you're in a place where someone has to absolutely worship you, that's the problem with, you know, dating today. A lot of people want like a huge investment out of strangers, you know, and it's like not doable because we're also all struggling in terms of money and trying to figure out money and career. Some of us got it down, but we're all trying to figure that out as a collective. It's just not idealistic that someone spends $200 every date to really like woo you. And also off of your looks, that's all they're going off of. So it wouldn't even be a compliment if you're really tapped into truth, you know what I mean? Wouldn't even be a compliment. Like, sure, it's, you know, who doesn't want to be taken on a $200 date and wooed? But also you got to realize that this is a first date. This person is doing all of this solely based on how you look. They do not know you. And the fact that they don't know you is usually the reason why people don't invest too much. And then the person who's expecting a whole lot gets disappointed because they take it, you know, personally, when it's really just like, there's so many things going on. You know what I'm saying? But that's a huge problem today. You know, people expect certain things, and I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to go into this without expectation, because I feel like that's what the holdup is about. This could come through Aries season, or it could come through as soon as October. It really just kind of depends on, you know, your attitude, your energy, your true readiness. Because if you're still in that space with unrealistic expectations, you may be kind of blocking certain things. Also, especially if you're someone who's a masterful manifester, that may be as soon as anyone that can please you will come through. So remember that as well. Let's see what the Moonology has to say. Spirit, what can you tell me for group 2? Oh my God, I am so freaking psychic. I knew this card is the one that fell out. Okay, the new moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe, is what it says at the bottom of that one. And that Spirit kind of giving you the confirmation that you and yours are okay. You're not going to be played. I know you've seen a TikTok, or I know you've seen something or heard of something or experienced something that didn't end up the way that you would have liked it to. Or, you know, I know that you may have experienced a situation where you did get played, but you're safe and protected at this time. And you got to recognize that that may have been like a lesson. That may have served a purpose. So we got the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. That's exactly what I get for you guys. I get a lot of Plutonian energy, beginning and endings happening simultaneously at the same time. For you guys, there's a relationship ending with your ex, and also with that version of yourself who was experiencing that string of a certain kind of partners that didn't commit, or partners who just weren't in alignment with you, partners who were low vibrational, whatever it was that you experienced. I see that cycle coming to a close, and the relationship with your ex, or any resentment, any energy that you have towards them, coming to a close. And I see you guys walking into this relationship with this past life relationship where you guys are honestly building your own version of perfect. Again, we got the third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. So I would definitely take the universe's advice on that change your attitude card, because we got the first quarter moon as well. Your commitment is being tested. So Spirit is saying, if you're looking at the finish line and you know how to get there, but you choose things that take longer to get you there, are you really committed to the process? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of an example at the top of my head, but I can't really think of one. Let's just apply it directly to your situation. If Spirit is saying you're going to have to be vulnerable and open to be in a romantic situation, that's Spirit testing how committed you are to being in a romantic situation. Because there's kind of like a choice that has to be made, and it won't ever be perfect. Adjustments are required. I feel like you guys are expecting things to come in a certain kind of way. And this is going to be about releasing expectations of what someone does for you and how quickly. And also, you guys, look for character. You know, you don't have to wonder if, you know, like someone spending on a first date isn't a reflection of how generous they are. if this person has good character, if you can see through their stories, through being around them, that they provide and they give when they care for someone, or when they see someone in need, they will give. That's going to show you through their character that once you're someone that they care for, meaning once you're past the first date phase, you know, no one can realistically care for you at a first date. They don't know you. They don't know you. And if they are doing the most, it is solely based on your appearance. And that is just so low vibrational. That is not what you want to base a connection off of. But if you can see that this person has good character, that'll show you, you know, that'll show you that this is someone that you can surrender to, someone who you can trust. You can see that they are generous, and then just give them time. We have opportunity and leadership. I get a lot of 11-11 energy with that opportunity card. So this will be an opportunity for you guys to move forward. And it kind of depends on, like, you know, if you take it or not. We got the leadership card. So I would definitely say that you can take the lead in terms of, you know, releasing and healing, especially if you're still dealing with an ex in the physical. You can take the lead on that. And then also allowing this person to co-lead with you, co-create with you. And yeah, that's what I have. That's what's coming in next in love and when. My Etsy is linked below. If you want a private tarot reading, you can find me there. But that's what I have for you guys, group 2. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with this citrine point, this is your reading. We're using the Mermaid Tarot for you guys today. And we're going to see what is coming in next in love and when. Who is coming in next? Who will you meet? What is going on in love? So let's see. Spirit, this is for group 3. Who is coming in next in love? What will their next encounter be? What is next in love for group 3? I feel something brewing, but I also see Spirit getting your feet wet. So it's a journey. Group 3, I can already feel it. Do not be stubborn about the journey. Allow it to happen, because I know, like, I feel like you guys, out of all the groups, I feel like you guys really do have like a set, this is what I want. You already know what you want. You're not in a position where you're just kind of really open to anything. You guys already have a good idea of what it is that you want. And Spirit is saying this is the journey to get there. So allow the journey to take place, okay? We have let your friends help you and give your relationship a chance. At the bottom of give your relationship a chance, it says work on your partnership. But the original download that I got when this card fell out for you is Spirit is preparing your partnership for you. And also this could be you working with your angels, not your friends in the 3D. Actually, if you look at the card, there is an angel that's helping her get ready, like she's Cinderella. You know, I always think of Cinderella when I get this card, because it's like you got all your little birds and the mice and little creatures helping you get ready, helping you for the ball. And that's what I see happening. Ask for and accept support from others. This is a great time to reach out to Archangel Gabriel, I'm hearing. This is a great time to work with the archangels and to allow them to help you with this journey. But we have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So I do see some flirtation coming in. I see some light romantic communication coming in, like communication of a romantic nature, but not necessarily the one. And I just wanted to like stop in the beginning and say, okay, open yourself up to the journey, because this is how love is going to happen for you. So keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the end goal. And whether or not you're frustrated with the process, fine. You know, that's like something that you can't really control. You can't necessarily, like, everything isn't gonna, you know, go perfectly. There's gonna always be frustration. So it's not about like, oh, stay positive, don't be frustrated, because that's just natural. But commit to the process, you guys. Commit to the process. It's very important for you. You guys may have been coming out of a period of stagnancy. I am curious why. Spirit is saying micro lessons and getting your feet wet, getting your chops wet, actually, Spirit said. Because I was curious, like, okay, why are we sending through, though? I am curious, like, why are we sending through, like, these little flirtationships or little romantic experiences? Why are people coming in interested in group 3, but not offering a relationship? Or why isn't it the one? Why aren't those people being blocked? And Spirit is saying, for one, some of you haven't dated in a long time, so you need to get your chops wet. You need to get used to talking to people in a romantic nature, getting that flirtation. Also, someone's guide is saying the energetics. So getting that flirtation moving is going to move more, like that movement is going to cause the energy to shift in your love life. And then what was I getting first? Oh yeah, just getting your chops wet. And then what was the other one? There was one more. I forgot. But I know I said it out loud. So we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek is what it says at the bottom of the card. Ignore that. That's the only thing I don't love about the romance angels, is it factors in time. And I do not feel like you've met this person yet. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I feel like this person will be manifested through your communication with your archangels. Also, if you get invited out, Spirit is saying go. So that would be let your friends help you in a 3D sense. If that is your story specifically, then go ahead and do it. Even if you're more of a homebody, there's a reason Spirit is calling you out of the house. So go. But I do feel the one coming in. And Spirit is trying to get you back in the energy where, not where you don't necessarily turn them off, but Spirit is trying to open you up, warm you up a little bit. With the Passion card, get your passion like back, get your zest back. You just may come across as very nonchalant or like you don't really care when you go on dates or when you meet people. And Spirit is saying, don't allow other people's energy to affect your energy. Like if you do want love, if you are excited, allow yourself to be excited. You know, a lot of times we try to prevent looking silly or to prevent, you know, someone viewing us a certain kind of way. But at the end of the day, people are going to choose to view you whatever way they choose. So you might as well just live in your truth, in your authenticity. Also, allowing your authenticity to shine is what's going to put out that energy that you want to attract back, you know? So something about energetics I'm getting here, very important. All right, let's see. We got the Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. The Dragonfly says, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Yeah, and I felt that, I think that was the third thing, like, learn these micro lessons. That's what it was. There are micro lessons to be learned from people that are going to be coming through with flirtation. So it'll give you more clarity on what you do really want, what you don't want. And also something else is coming through, like just micro lessons. You'll see. But we have the cassette, not today, and stabbed in the back. So I feel like you guys have been vulnerable before. And that's why you're like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to go this way because I've been stabbed in the back when I've done this. But Spirit is calling for you to be vulnerable. The cassette says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So the dating game, seriously, it really does change like every 6 months. It really does, especially with everything that happens planetarily. That not only affects people, that also affects like our connections to other people and the energy of everything. So the dating game frequently changes. So Spirit is saying with the cassette, there may be a certain way you're used to dating and you're being like kind of exposed to dating again or flirtation again, so you can get used to like what it's like nowadays. You may be someone who's older or has more tenure, someone who's taken a long extended break in love. Not today says not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, and still angry. Stabbed in the back says heartbroken, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. So there may actually be someone that you guys are still stuck on, and someone may come through just to like restore your faith in humanity, to take you out to have a good time. No, they're not your future husband, your future wife, your future partner, but you're going to have an amazing date with them, an amazing time with them, and it's going to allow you to let go of past hurts and past experience, because you're realizing not everyone is like that. You know, Spirit is saying like everything really is happening for a reason for you right now. Be open to it because it's a journey, it's a process, and this is your path to the love that you want. So if you know that this is the path to the love that you want, you're going to want to loosen your grip on the path that you may have in your head, because that isn't the path that actually leads to what you're looking for, though. That's, you know, you trying to do your best with what you have. But now, what are these two kings coming up in reverse? Spirit, clarify these two kings. Why are these two kings here? Who are these people? Four of Wands in reverse. Oh my God, you guys may have had two different marriage offers. You may have been engaged twice, married twice, or this may be two people that you dated that were long-term relationships that really wasted your time. Like two major people in your life that you've dated, you really thought was going to be your future husband, your future wife, your future forever partner, and they weren't. Like Spirit is saying there's a graveyard of experiences that you still visit frequently. Why do you keep revisiting your pain? You deserve to let go. You deserve to get out of the cycle. That cassette energy is coming in super strong. It's like you're punishing yourself instead of just, you know, it's really, 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 really tough, because the thing about taking responsibility is if you can take responsibility, then you can avoid this. It's not forgiveness or taking responsibility and letting them off the hook. They're not let off the hook. Karma's going to get them. They already put that energy into the universe. So let karma happen and just know that it will. But taking responsibility is for your sake so that you can let it go. You know, for me, I was in a relationship that was so bad. It sucked me dry of everything I had. I'm talking money, time, energy, love, to the point where I was so like traumatized after that relationship. But I took responsibility and I said, you said I love you to this person in less than a month. You did not take any time to get to know this person and see if you were a good match. You were going solely off the feels. You were allowing yourself to just, you know, live life completely unconscious and just going for it. And I took responsibility, and that allowed me to open myself up to love again, because then I could say, okay, I have the power to avoid this. I can make sure this won't happen again. Karma, I also released that. I didn't feel like that was my burden. Therefore, I wasn't responsible for making sure anything bad happened to that person and giving them karma for the role that they played. I allowed God to take that. That was another thing that lightened my load and took some stuff off of my plate. So I feel like you guys are really in the space where you're being called to take responsibility, but you're taking it as a negative thing. Like, oh, so just let them off the hook. Spirit didn't say nothing about letting them off the hook. They're not on the hook with you. That's the truth, because you're not karma. You know what I mean? You're not actually that God power. So it was never your responsibility anyway. So you might as well just let it go. Because at this point, it's like the only person that's being affected by this is you at this point, you know. And remember, people take their L's in silence. So regardless of what this person may seem to be experiencing and going through on social media, or what you may be hearing, they may seem like they're living their life to the fullest, but people take their L's in silence, okay? It's rare that you really see people come out and say, dang, I just got my ass beat by the universe, and they go in great detail as far as what just happened. You know, so we got the King of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. There is a lot of your energy, like the energy of your exes still in your life, still in your consciousness. Your exes shape like what you experience today. And if you would never appoint your ex as the orchestrator of your life, then you need to let this go, because that's what you're doing. Whether or not you choose to see it that way, whether it's subconscious or unconscious, is still happening. I feel like you guys are hanging on to a lot of low vibrational past experiences, and yes, you're scared, but it's time for that breakthrough. Yes, yes, yes. Everything, like I hear it, like, but, and it's like, that's all true, but also this is still true at the end of the day. You're punishing yourself, and no one's suffering at this point but you. This person probably already got their karma, for real. You don't know about it, but they probably already got their karma. People don't... The ego is one powerful thing. People could get their behind handed to them and still not come back to you and apologize for what they did. So it's up to you to let it go. We got the Four of Wands in reverse and the Moon in reverse. It's time, and you know it. So I would do a clearing ritual. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. I don't feel the need to really talk about the past, but I do see revelation, and I do see you opening yourself up again. Ace of Cups for your sake. So let's switch gears and talk about what's coming through. Now that we got that Saturnian energy out of the way, now that we got our talking to from Daddy Saturn, let's see what they're like. We got Venus, we got Aries, someone who's very passionate and someone who takes initiative is specifically something that's coming through. Very passionate, they know the value of a woman, they know the value of a man, they know the value of a partner. You may have really struggled with that in the past, like people may have really been like asking you to do the most or looking to you like, what do you bring to the table? But this person already knows the value of a wife, a husband, a future partner, which is why they're ready for this relationship. We got water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but also this person is very intuitive and connected to their emotions, which is what water kind of represents in itself. We got Scorpio that did come up. Scorpio is one of the darker signs too, which I like for you, because someone with this much grit can't be with like someone who's like too yuppie, you know, someone who's too like someone who's too square, someone who has no grit, someone who has no passion, someone who's gonna get scared if you get a little angry, someone's gonna get scared if you have a little bit of a breakdown. Like, we need someone who can handle this, all of this, and I feel like this person is exactly that. We got Scorpio. They also have darkness within themselves that they do honor, so this is someone who you will also be able to support. It just feels very real. I don't know why that's the way the word that's coming through. Real. It's just very real. It's not like, it's a very real and raw connection you guys have. We got Aries here, a go-getter, someone who takes responsibility for themselves, someone who takes responsibility for you as well. So like, say you guys go out and you start a fight, or someone starts a fight with you, they're gonna drag you out of the situation, like, come on babe, not today. Or if someone's starting to fight with you, this is gonna be someone who defends you. Like, you know, there's a very strong, I see a handshake, there's a very strong energy of like loyalty you guys have here. You're really like, they'll do anything for you and you'll do anything for them. A lot of equal reciprocity. Spirit, when is this coming through for group 3? Think about it. That's interesting. Okay, for someone I heard, is this already here? We have Cancer season, June 21st to July 22nd. You may have already met this person, because I did hear, is this already here? It says you don't have the time. So this is almost giving me an energy like you don't have time to prepare. You may have already met this person. And then we have think about it. I'm like, what is going on? Are you manifesting this person, or what's the deal here? Sunday. I just heard Sunday fun day. You may be meeting them at a Sunday fun day if you do Sunday fun day with your friends, or if you get invited to Sunday fun day. Oh my God, the days card wanted to come out. We have don't give up and in the near future. So this is either already in your life or manifesting. I'm talking soon. Like soon. Like very any day now type soon. We have days that literally came up. We have Sunday that came up too, but we have don't give up and in the near future. So some of you guys are manifesting, and Spirit is saying keep going. The energy is building. Keep burning those candles. I sell manifestation candles on my Etsy shop. There's 7-day vigil candles burn on my personal altar. I can burn one for you, but you can also burn one yourself if you do magic. If you have herbs and oils at your house and the candles, definitely burn one for yourself. This is a good time for that. And I love the 7-day candles because you don't have to do something necessarily every day, unless you just want to spend some time setting your intention over the candle and like just using your intention. But it's burning for 7 days, so that energy is like just constant. There's a constant stream of energy. That's why I personally love 7-day candles. But I feel like this person is right around the corner, if not literally already here for you. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 3? We have try not to dwell on the past past or spend too much time worrying about the future, all it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now. Enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. And that's exactly what I was feeling before. I feel like someone is stealing your peace, your joy, stealing your energy, stealing your future, because what you're creating today is going to be your future. And if your today is filled with the thoughts of the last MF that ain't even here no more, you're just gonna carry more of that, and you know, you're programming your future to just be more about them, and they just don't deserve that. They don't deserve your thoughts, your energy. We got the full moon in Cancer and the blue moon. A personal issue reaches resolution is what it says at the bottom of the full moon in Cancer. So I do see a huge releasing moment for you guys. You guys may have like a crying session where you just like, I'm talking ugly cry, like where you just really let it out. And I'm a Cancer personally, so I am no stranger to those like sobbing, ugly, it's not like, yes, like that purging, ugh. I freaking love it. I really do. And I see that you guys are having a personal issue reach resolution. So if there's something that you just really haven't been able to let go of on your own, I do see Spirit coming in and helping you with that. And then we have the blue moon. Believe in the impossible is what it says on that one. So you guys may be very doubtful. I'm proud of you. If you made it all the way to the end of this reading and you have a lot of doubt in your mind, that lets me know that you also have a lot of grit and you have a lot of determination. And even when things are uncomfortable, you will see it through. But it says believe in the impossible. So regardless of how it may seem, you do have a connection worthwhile that I feel like will provide a lot of healing in itself coming through for you. But we have the one, you know, energy coming in for you. And I feel like a big releasing as well coming up for you, which will be good. It'll allow you to attract more abundance because you'll have a lighter aura, a lighter energy, and you'll be able to program yourself now for the future that you do want. You'll take back like control of the now and the present and the reality that you're experiencing to create something special for you. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys, group 3. That is what came up. My Etsy is linked below if you want a private tarot reading with me. That is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, group 4 with the amethyst crystal point. This is your reading. Tapping into C today. Who will come in love next? Who will you meet next in love? And when? For group 4. So let's see what you guys got going on, Spirit. This is for group 4 with the amethyst crystal point. What is coming in next in love for them? What is coming in next for group 4 in love? I just heard forget the rest. Someone is coming in that's making you forget the rest. It's like, I'm getting a little bit of a like a Rico Suave, Don Juan kind of energy where someone is really like charming. Someone is coming in and they're really charming. And we have the release your ex card that did come up. The time has come to clear your energy is what it says at the bottom of this card. And I feel like this person is forcing you to do that because they're not going to put up with any of that. Like when you start to push back, they're like, you're safe now and you're with me, baby. It's not the same. It's not the same as that person. You're not going to treat me like you treat that person. You're not going to treat like you treat me like you treated, you know, all those who came after that person. Like this is really different, and this person is like really charming but really like sweet and stern but also really loose. Like, you know, they're safe and they're kind of like, listen, you see what you got here in front of you. Do not, you know, don't treat me like the rest because I'm not like the rest. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Let go of control issues came up for you as well. It says allow this situation to unfold naturally. So you may be used to taking control. What I can say is you don't have to be in control here. Like this isn't someone who leaves everything up to you. I feel like you have a certain idea of masculines or a certain idea of feminines, the certain idea of people in general. Like, okay, you got to be like this when you're dating these days because people are like this. And this person is kind of making you treat them in a very individualized kind of way. They're not allowing you to do your like normal or whatever. Like, they're very much so like, I'm not like that person. I'm not that person. So you're going to have to treat me different. We have religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And I feel like your path, a lot of the lessons that you've learned in love, a lot of your life lessons have been learned in love is what I meant to say. So your spiritual path has kind of like put you at odds with this connection because this person is challenging you to be yourself, to treat them in a very individualized kind of way, to love them in a genuine way. And I feel like you're a little bit of a control freak these days. We have separation and retreat. So I feel like you're the block and ghost champion. Like, maybe not ghosting, but you're definitely, your block game is real strong. If someone's not giving you what you want, you're gonna block them like right away. The time apart from your partner is on the horizon is what it says at the bottom of separation. Retreat says it's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like you guys take a lot of time and you need a lot of time to recharge, to do your own thing, to be yourself, to be alone with your thoughts. I feel like you've taken this very like hyper focused on self approach because you've been with people that would just bulldoze you over when you needed time to think or when you needed time to make your decision or just time to yourself. They would like not allow you to have that time. And this person is different. They're allowing you the time and space that you need, but they're also like not allowing you to do the most and like to test them or to put them through the ringer. They're not, because they're valuable and they know that. So this is very interesting. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Spirit is basically saying you maintain this relationship by enjoying it, by allowing it. Give your relationship a chance, says work on your partnership. So give them the benefit of the doubt is what I see being called. And I'm not picking up on any reason why they're going to need the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm not picking up on Spirit saying, oh, they mess up in the beginning, but give them another chance. I see Spirit kind of saying you may be taking something as a mess up that's not even a mess up, or you may be self-sabotaging a bit because you want to control. You don't want to get hurt again, to the point that you may hold them to a standard that has nothing to do with their character, nothing to do with, you know, that being a sign of a quality partner. You also may be like putting them through a series of tests or looking for certain things out of them based off of like triggering or based off of an old partner though. So it's like, okay, so say you're meeting this new person and they're just calm, cool, and collected. You may take that as a red flag because your partner, your last actual partner, they were very elusive. You couldn't talk to them. You know, they were an introvert. They weren't good at communication. So you're taking this person, calm, cool, collected, as, oh, that's a sign they're just like my ex. Nope, nope, can't do it. Block. Nope, nope, gotta put them through tests. You know, let me start some drama to see if they can talk it through with me. And it's like, this isn't the same. It's the triggering that's the root of like what you're doing. So you got options, I can tell you that. Keys on a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stand. And then we have talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. So you may have been waiting for a specific person to call you back, come back crying to you, but you also want to move forward from that person. Spirit is saying if that person comes back crying to you, you're going to end up in a cycle with that person. So let them go, because, you know, we got the release your ex card. Let them go, because it's going to negatively affect you if this person does come back, because they know just how to, you may think like, nope, I know them, I got them all figured out. No, when this person is squeezed, you know, they trust, they're going to mutate themselves to be whoever they need to be to get under your skin or to get whatever they want from you. So don't even put yourself in that position. Some of you have been waiting for an ex to come back crying. You know they're going to come back crying to you, but Spirit is saying that would be a negative thing for you, because you're going to end up back in the cycle with them. But keys on the ring, you have options. I do see someone special coming through, but it's kind of like you cut them off before you even allow them to show like who they are, to be honest. We got the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. So I feel like Spirit is telling you need to be ending that situation with the ex, or doing a cord cutting ritual, blocking them so they cannot contact you. Your ex should not have any way to contact you. That's number one. They should be blocked on everything. And shoot, change your number. But I feel like you're like cutting off the wrong people or being strict about the wrong situation. We got the Dragonfly. That one says, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So Spirit is saying, you know, there's an opportunity moving forward for you to be happy. There's an opportunity for you to grow and heal. You're going to want to be lighthearted and a little bit vulnerable, allow so that this can like blossom and come through. We have a love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking about you and letting you know, no. So there's an energy here of you getting positive romantic communication, but you have to let it come through. And then we got wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. So let me see what this person is like, and then we'll get into the tarot. Spirit for group 4. The amethyst, what is this person like? What is their energy? We got the Sun card for every group today. A lot of divine masculine energy in the building. And then we got Cancer energy. This person has a really big heart. This person is also specifically very emotionally intelligent. We have Venus, which came up a lot today as well. Pisces. So we got a lot of water sign energy. Spirit, one more. 2 more, okay. And then we got Mercury and Aries. Beautiful. I love the planets that are coming through. We got Venus. And we got Mercury. So this person is a good communicator. Also, they're really good at managing day to day. Like, this is someone you can depend on. And this is someone who has a connection with higher powers. I feel like they've been on their own spiritual journey. This person may be into crystals, reading books, spirituality, things like that. I feel like they have a good connection to their feminine energy, their intuitive energy, and spirituality. They're very spiritually tapped in. Pisces and Cancer that came through. See, Pisces, I feel like is exactly what you need, because this person is a breath of fresh air. They're really not rigid, but I do feel like they kind of have a good amount of an ego, and they don't want to be treated badly. They know what they're worth. I feel like this person has dealt with what you've dealt with, and I feel like they've taken it a step further, and they're like, okay, you know what? I know what I deserve. So if someone comes in that's not offering me what I'm looking for, I know how to get out of that situation. But they haven't, you know, moved into that energy where it's like, oh, I'm gonna make people prove XYZ to me. They're not expecting you to prove anything. They want you to just kind of be yourself, and they're just ready. So we have Cancer and Pisces. And then we have Aries and the Sun. So this person is a very passionate person. They have a strong sense of self. I feel like this person has a strong sense of right and wrong as well. And then we got the Sun card here, which is really just pure masculine energy, pure light energy. This person is very much so in the moment, a very conscious person, very self-aware and aware of the world and, you know, people in general. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? Magician. I feel like this person is a magician, but I get that energy from you as well. What you want is manifesting. Spirit, what else can you tell me? Oh, that's exactly what I got. But see, you guys, we got the 7 of Cups. That is the infamous card in the tarot deck of having multiple options in love. But Spirit is saying not all of them are going to serve you. And also, that doesn't serve you in general just to be, you know, going through person after person after person. You know, this is a person that's worth trusting, that's worth loving. With the Ace of Cups, this person would be really good to you. And You know, Spirit is saying, all right, it's time to stop self-sabotaging, because at one point it was a protection mechanism and it was working, but now it's just self-sabotage because you're a little too flippant, you know, with people. Yeah, you don't want to take no, you know what I mean? And that's definitely necessary. Oh, we got a couple other ones that flipped over. But now it's not just about not taking anyone's, it's about like you're blocking offers that are worthwhile. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, if someone moves too slow, the Knight of Pentacles is infamous for being quite the slow moving energy, something you really waited for. And for it to finally come in, it's like you're pushing it out of your life because it took so long to come in. It's like, yeah, okay, cool, it finally came in, so I got the validation of getting a love offer, but I'm gonna push it away because you took too long. Or I'm not gonna wait for you to decide what you want, even though you don't even know me, to make a decision on me, because you're, you know, it's just sabotaging. I'm getting a lot of self-sabotage. Spirit is saying this is the time where you really want to be open, and it's just a positive pocket of time for you. It's a good time for you to be open. And then we have the Knight of Cups here, which is an energy of a love offer coming through. So I see this person coming through with a love offer, and this is going to be a relationship that unfolds slowly. Naturally is the better word, Spirit is saying. Naturally, it unfolds naturally. But you're going to have to make a decision if you're going to surrender to it or not. And that will be the challenge. We got the Six of Swords in reverse, so yeah, and the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Listen, I understand. I don't know why I got so much of that today. Group 1 is the only one that I didn't really get a hesitancy from today. All the others, 2, 3, and 4, I am getting a bit of hesitancy, and I feel like you just don't want to waste your time. You've wasted your time in the past. You don't want to waste your time again, and it's also like you don't want to wait too long. You want like reassurance right away, but Spirit is saying that the reassurance is gonna come through Spirit, not through this person. We have the Tower in reverse. You're not gonna waste your time. So Spirit is giving you that confirmation, but the confirmation is coming from Spirit, not from this person. This person is willing to move forward, so if you watch their action, you will get the confirmation that they are, you know, looking for something worthwhile. But Three of Pentacles in reverse, if you're closed off to that ether element, you're not going to see things clearly. If you're closed off to Spirit and the higher power ordering your steps, giving you information, if you're not leaving any room for Spirit to show you, you're not going to see what it is. I say rely on Spirit versus what anyone is telling you, because I feel like this person, they have their own like kind of like self-sabotaging energy, in the sense that with them, I feel like they don't give reassurance when they probably should, because of the principle. Like they're big on like the principle, like you have to be vulnerable to be in a relationship, so I'm not going to convince you all day that I want to be with you because I know that that's not healthy. So they have like their own, you know, things that they're facing as well. More Aries energy. We got Aries season and we got 11. 11 can represent November. You could be born on the 11th, or you could be an Aries yourself, especially since it came up in 2 different decks. Spirit, when is this coming through? Tell me about the time. Time is on your side. So you're not behind. If you're like, if you've been worried about being behind, if you've been worried about something, then something to do with time is on your side. We got longer than you expect, so I feel like you're wanting love to come through right away, and that's what I was feeling. I'm like, I feel like you kind of punishing this person because it's kind of taking longer than you wanted. So it's almost like you're like, get out, I don't even want you anymore. And Spirit is like, wait, yes you do. I got a little bit of that. Okay. And then we got 08, so that could be August. You could be born in August. It can be on the 8th of the month as well. Let's see what else we get. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? right, so we have your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that may seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what your attention needs the most. So I just feel like an energy of you guys have been so out of control of the situation. Spirit has really taken the wheel. Spirit has really dictated everything as far as when this person comes through, how this person comes through. And it's like, now that things are going fast, it's like, okay, when I wanted it to go fast, it didn't go fast. So now you want to try to control everything and slow it down or cut it off because you just want control. Releasing control is going to be really big for you guys. I'm also hearing Control, the album by SZA. You may have been called to listen to Control. I'm pretty sure, well, we know SZA likes to lie, but I'm pretty sure I heard her say that she pitched the Control album to 528 frequency, which is the miracle tone, the love frequency. So if that is true, it would be a good idea to listen to Control during this time so you can get some positive energy, or you can just cut the guesswork and go to YouTube and listen to 528 frequency. I would say for 20 minutes is a good amount, or while you're asleep is even better. That way, you know, you can just listen to it for hours but not actually have to listen, you know. We have bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward and knowing that everything is working out just fine. And that has been like the whole tea here. That's been the problem. Allowing divine timing to work itself, and allowance in general, you know, not having control has been the whole thing. So I love when different decks give us like the same confirmation, because that lets me know Spirit is speaking, okay? And that is really your message. Then we have, don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing sappy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. So yeah, you guys, there is a level of vulnerability that you guys are being called to right now that you haven't expressed or allowed yourself to experience in a long time, but this is like the time. We got the Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal that came out. So I don't feel like you're going to have to wait very long, but I do feel like you've been waiting 4 years for this or something like that. Like I'm getting an energy like it's already taken too long. We got the new moon in Aries. That's the third time Aries came up, okay? And then we got Pisces. Pisces also came up from the zodiac signs too. Meditate and contemplate. So I would take some time with yourself to really meditate what you want and to try to at least make an effort to get out of your own head. Make a commitment to the process. Make a commitment to allowing. And it's time to take action on that and to handle it now, so that once this is like actually here, you're not making decisions based off of your impulse when you're already leaning towards like being more like cutthroat with everything. You know, it's time to take action and make the decision now that you're going to allow love to come in and you're going to allow it to unfold. So that's what I have for you, group 4. My Etsy's linked below if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is everything that came up for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon.